Yeah, this is Black Light. Now I want all you guys who's wrapped up in this controversy that Seti and young Farrell done started. I don't believe that there's that many fools out here, but I think that this is time. This is time for us to gather our forces and see those white South Africans. They're gonna come over here, you know, because Trump is gonna let them come over here, and as he let some of those European refugees come over here, they're over here now. In case you don't know, and they're gonna be in your neighborhoods. The black community, they're gonna mix in with you. They're gonna dominate you, just like they tried to dominate the South Africans, the original owners of the South Africa, the Zulus, and some of those other African nations over there. They're kicking them out of there. They don't want them over in Australia. Uh, but some of them gonna come over here. There's already they're gonna probably work on the police force. You know, use some of those techniques that they use in apartheid over here. Y'all don't see. Y'all don't think like that because somebody got y'all minds messed up. See, I'm gonna tell you. I'm glad. I'm trying to wake y'all up because some of y'all retarded, you know. Uh, y'all following the madman. But I want y'all to listen to this. Believe this right here. We're gonna finish up on it. Not finish up, but
all organizations and their leaders are under constant 24-hour surveillance. The organizations are: 1. The Black Muslims. 2. Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, or SNCC. 3. Congress of Racial Equality. 4. The Uhuru Movement. 5. The Group on Advanced Leadership, or GOAL. 6. The Freedom Now Party. 7. United Black Nationalists of America. 8. The New Pan-African Movement. 9. Southern Christian Leadership Conference. 10. The National Urban League, 11. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and 12. The Committee on Racial and Religious Progress. Note: at the appropriate time, to be designated by the President, the leaders of some of these organizations are to be detained only when it is clear that they cannot prevent the emergency, working with local public officials during the first critical hours. All other leaders are to be detained at once. Compiled lists of minority leaders have been readied at the National Data Computer Center. It is necessary to use the minority leaders designated by the President in much the same manner in which we use minority members who are agents with central and federal, that of course interrupting refers to the CIA and FBI, and we cannot, until there is no alternative, reveal King Alfred in all its aspects. Minority members of Congress will be unseated at once. This move is not without precedent in American history. That from the Attorney General.
Continuing with the King Alfred plan from the man who cried I am. Preliminary memo, Department of Defense. This memo is being submitted in lieu of a full report from the Joint Chiefs of Staff. That report is now in preparation. There will be many cities where the minority will be able to put into the street a superior number of people with a desperate and dangerous will. He will be a formidable enemy, for he is bound to the continent by heritage and knows that political asylum will not be available to him in other countries. The greatest concentration of the minority is in the deep south and eastern seaboard, the Great Lakes region, and the west coast.
Now, the Great Lakes region, that's in the lessons, Muslims. See, Master Farad came to Detroit because we got the fresh water. We got a fresh water supply, you see. So we the most looked at. And so the government got an agent, a black agent, provocateur right up here in Detroit. Ain't nobody hating on the brother. We just using common sense, man, common logic. It's a known fact that the beast has been devouring our people for centuries. The Nation of Islam, they just got here, man. They're not even a century old, but even though they've been around a long time. Instead of dividing all those groups that the Caucasoid named on this tape that I'm playing, King Alfred playing, all those different groups that he's got under surveillance and plans to detain their leaders, they all need to come together. And I can't see why you, at this point in time, while we gaining strength, want to divide us unless you are a provocateur. Everyone will get a chance to prove themselves in a minute when all hell cuts loose. Either you're going to run or you're going to stand your ground. So why separate the body? I don't understand it. Black light. Stay tuned.